Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This week we are continuing on with this Tin Man sculpt. Um, Pretty self-explanatory based off of the sketch. So we have to do quite a bit of work still on the arms, the hands, the legs, and then the axe. But the bulk of it is in pretty good shape. So let's get going. So for the arms, I think all we're going to do, we're going to keep it very, very simple and just do paths of a tube. Get that all situated. And I think I'm going to make them pretty skinny. Maybe that. Scoot those in a little bit. Do I want to scoot them in? Yeah, maybe there. And then let's make sure that that tube is part of a mirror. And we'll just use an existing one. All right. Rotate those a little forward. And we'll go through the posing of the character once I get everything sculpted, I think. A little bit so it's centered up. There we go. I'm going to go ahead. I think I have all this on. Yeah, I'll turn that off for now. And then we can paint that. And for these arms, um, let's shorten this up too, because there's quite a bit going on here. So this will be where this point is essentially the elbow joint. So I guess we could, how do we want to do this? I could add another point and just do it this way, which probably makes the most sense, honestly. You know, if we do that. And then, excuse me, build off from that. Yeah, I think that's how we're going to do it. So let's add these forearm shapes. Oh, you know what? I didn't even realize that. I'm looking at this sketch right now. They're actually buckets. Here's the handle for the bucket. That is so cool. What a neat touch. Same with the feet. That's super cool. Okay. How exciting. All right, let's do cylinders for that. That is such a neat touch. I don't know how I missed that. Very, very cool. So let's make sure we kind of get that nailed down then. Rotate that. We have a line on. Let's turn a line off so I can move it now. Whoop, what happened? Move it up. And then bring that out. This should be a little bit longer, I feel. So maybe these forearms are longer. You know, because it's a pretty big bucket. And that shape has to, whoop, kind of come through for the arm, or the hands rather. Okay. Feel like this needs to be shallower. Maybe there. And then this can kind of come in. Although that is like right at the, what do you call it? At the joint. That'll help me shorten this up. So maybe it's like that. I feel like his are larger because of the perspective of the view. Like if we go to perspective, yeah, see. So I think that's probably an appropriate size for it. Now let's go into the options of the cylinder because we want to make a hole for that. So hole there. We don't necessarily need a hole on that back side. So we're going to close that up. That's fine. Still not happy with where this is sitting. Maybe it's there. Okay. And I'm going to get that thinned out a little. There we go. Nice. So we kind of have that going on. And then he's got these handles, these pail handles. So let's figure that out. I can't see how it's really connected, but we'll figure something out. So we're just going to do tubes again for that. Path, whoop, view. And again, we're just going to keep it really simple. Nothing extraordinary here. What a neat touch that is. And with gravity, it would hang kind of down. To get this whole thing kind of sorted here. All right, that's not terrible. There. I'm going to mirror that. Why is that under repeat? Whoop. That's why I'm on the wrong thing. There we go. And let's build out the little connector points for the handle. And I think I'm just going to do, I don't know if I want to do a square or do I want to do, you know what, we'll do a cylinder, I guess. Bring that down. Let's rotate that. I'm going to turn my snap on to 90. There we go. Get this all placed. Shrink that way up. Because it's just really kind of almost ornamentation at this point. That's interesting because whoop, the shape of the cylinder, the bucket cylinder, is gonna mess with this a little, but that's okay. That's not bad. You know, something to that. Well, you know what? I'm not digging that yet. Digging that yet. What do I want to do here? I want to pivot this so that I'm going to pull it in one direction. Yeah. So we're going to elongate that, move that down, and then I'm going to trim that edge off. Just so it makes a little more sense, I'm going to validate this. And then go to trim and probably just line. Like that. There we go. Yeah, I'm okay with that, I guess. And I'll clean up that edge. Actually, it's a good candidate for quad remesh. See how it handles that. There we go. So it cleaned up that whole edge with a cleaner geometry. I'm going to push that in. This can kind of come out. Yeah. Just like that. And then we're going to cut a hole through the middle of this. Excuse me. Using selection-ish, maybe? Can I trim? I could do it that way, huh? Oh, I thought maybe I might have. They need to add a option for trim that you can do a circle. Maybe they do. Maybe they have it and I don't even know. I'll just do it this way. Oh. I'll just make a crappy circle. Maybe a little bigger. Yeah, I guess I'm okay with that. Select that. Or trim that rather, sorry. And there we go. So now I can kind of bring this, reconfigure this a bit so that it makes more sense. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that looks nice. So now I need to just mirror this onto here. I'm not real sure how I can do that. You know what I can do? Maybe I can. Is there two of them there? There are two of them there. That's very interesting. So there's two meshes there. Yeah, you see what it's doing, which is fine because I think if I move that, I got to figure out how I can get these plate. Oh, I know how. Oh, but that's going to mess up. Why does it keep putting it on repeat? Okay. That should be mirror. And if I move, I should probably put it under its own mirror. And then if I move that mirror, oh, this is weird. on the Y, not necessarily the X. Y? Yeah. So now, if I go to my mesh, move it, should start to line up a little better. Yeah. So I'm just going to work it back and forth till I get it. Should be there. I am just going to validate that mirror. Yes. And individually move these meshes, I think. Yeah. Why did it not? Oh. Can I reset this? Center. Center. No, we're just going to put it in here. Okay. Now when I move it, I have a little more control. Oh, pivot, sorry. Okay. There we go. And then we'll just work this similar to how we did the other side. Not overly concerned of it running through. That's fine. I get maybe it's from the inside. I don't know how these actually, now that I'm thinking about it, how they hook into the pail. I'm okay with that. I don't mind it. So I think I'm just going to leave that. Because I like the look of it. This guy, I could probably just mirror him. I don't know if it's going to mess it up. Yeah, I think it is. Could I mirror this one? Whoop. I bet if I mirror this one, it works. If I say add mirror. Yeah, there we go. We got one floating out here. What is that one? Now that I did that, I'm just going to validate it. And then we'll get rid of. I'm sure it's a roundabout way of doing it, but I'm not quite sure what happened. As long as I have what I need. Why is that one not going away? I said to mirror it. Separate. There. That should do it. Got one more. Delete. Okay, round. Oh, it didn't. Oh, I swear. I'm having one of them days again. Okay, this needs separated. Separate. Delete that. Yeah, it's this one. Right? Yeah. Okay. Goodness gracious. Okay. So Now we could do the detail work on this now. Let's just do that. So bump that up significantly. Oh, not that much, but maybe 250. Smooth all that out. Get that all nice and smoothed. Okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and draw that seam in. Similar to how we did the body and stuff, we'll just use a crease tool. And just kind of go from here. Does that look not terrible, but I'm going to increase my, what do you call it? Increase? Yeah. My lazy mouse stroke. Lazy rope. I don't know how much help it'll do, but yeah, actually did a nice job. Okay. And then we can do a lip around this would be good too. Around the edge. I probably should have done that earlier. Shoot. I wonder if I can get that. Oh, you know what? We could just do it, maybe a tube. Let's try it that way. So I do a tube. Path. Come on. Yikes. Get this worked into position. It'll take a minute. This thing's all goofy. Well, an easier way of doing this, I'm sure. Stop. Can I want to do a closed. Yeah, there we go. Mm. Get this into place. That needs rotated. Looking, and then I'll move it up. This needs rotated. How does that look? Oh, here it's a bit of a mess. Yeah, I don't mind that. It's something. Okay. So I'm gonna go back here. I want to add these rivets. We're just gonna do like we did on the previous video with the stamp tool, I think. Just try and get something that makes sense. Yeah, like that. And then the hands might be tricky. Those could be pretty tricky. Let's paint this. Get that all painted. Whoop. There we go. So, not bad. I should probably do another seam, but we can do that later, off camera even. I'm gonna try and do the hands pretty simply. Let's do them as the palm will be a box. Whoop. Scoot that down, over, out. Let's get this all situated. How does he have them? Okay. These are too big, but there we go. Don't mind that. And then rotate that down a little. I think it's fine for now. And be neat if I could kind of push these corners in. Might just have to validate it and then do it this way, move it. Something like that, you know. I like the idea of having him having bigger hands. Rotated it too much. Because he's going to be grasping an axe, so yeah. So let's do, I think, tubes for the fingers. And we'll just make sure we have sharp points on them. And I want those to be square-ish. That can kind of come back. Those can move down a little. Widen that out, just the base though. Whoop. Okay, something to that degree. Twist it. You know what? His is, I'm looking at the drawing. I think I need to adjust this considerably. Should be more like that. That should be down. That should be down. More in. Not sure how it got off there. Something more like that. All right, let's clone that. Move that over. So if I'm holding that, that would be this one. So that means, so that would be the smallest. This would be considerably bigger if I'm looking at a hand. Smallest, biggest, or smallest, bigger, biggest, and then it comes back down. So we'll make that a little bit bigger. Maneuver things around. But it's going to keep the same basic shape, more or less. Push that down a little. Why is that root? Oh, I see. Okay. Do I have? No, I don't. Huh. These are all weirded out. Not sure why it's doing that. Trying to make a knuckle. Weird. Whoop. I think what it's doing is it's moving it because of the viewport or the view I'm in. Ugh. Yeah, see, it's like rotating it. I don't want it to rotate. Very odd. That's not terrible, though. It's not great, but it's not terrible. It could also be this. Okay, we'll clone that one. And let's move this over. And one more. We'll make this one a little smaller, I think. On that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind that. And then I need to mirror all these, huh? Oh, I don't. I'm just gonna put it in this mirror. Maybe. Mirror. And then all of these will also get mirrored. I'm gonna put those under the box just so I know. I should probably label all this stuff, but oh, there. Just so I have a knowledge of it. Paint all that. Oh, paint. Okay. I thought I painted that box. There we go. So that's like just the rough end of the hand. This is that starts to make a little bit more sense. Yeah. All right, not bad. Um, I'm half tempted to just clone these buckets and make them a little bit bigger for the feet area. He's got them down here as well. I think that could be cool. I still need to do the thumb, um, which I'll get to. But yeah, let's do that. I think I'm just gonna. So this could take a little bit of prep work, because I want to make sure I have everything, you know, uh, where it should be. So this is going to become a child of that. That's the handle, or no, I'm sorry, that's the top of the bucket, and then the handle. Let's leave this pinned. Whoop, what happened there? Okay, so let's label this just so I know what I'm doing. Bucket. Okay, this should be the handle. This will come in handy later. This will be the lip. All right, am I missing anything? So if I close those three things, yes, I'm missing things. That should be, I don't know what I want to call this. Bracket, I guess. All these are brackets. I guess I could just label this bracket. And that'll get moved down. Whoop. Maybe. Come on. There we go. Under bucket. Okay. So now, there we go. Missing a bracket though. Oh, okay. CKET. Go under bucket. So now when I turn that, what the heck? Why is that doing that? Hmm. Now when I turn that off, there we go. Kills the whole assembly. So I want to, we're going to call that hand buckets. Okay, I'm going to clone that whole setup. We're going to call that leg buckets. Okay, and we're going to move those down. Turn on my align, hopefully. No sense in reinventing the wheel if we don't have to. And for these, I'm just going to go ahead join everything maybe. I wonder if that'll work. Fine. No, it won't work. Hmm. Why is it doing that? I think I have too many brackets, which is weird. Let's let's see here. Oh, deselect all these. Do I have too many? Oh, buckets, sorry. Brackets. If I turn that one off, I do. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this one. Ugh, I keep doing that. This one. Okay, so now if I move it, it's still off. Get rid of mesh 8. Oop. Okay, so now I have the appropriate everything. If I, what is it? Instance that. Can't remember how to join all of that stuff together. It's a matter of selecting it. I'm gonna pull that out of that mirror. What in the heck? Well, what's going on today? Give it its own mirror. Ugh. It's really weird. So that's what I want, essentially. Minus all this extra garbage. Yeah, like these. I don't know why these are moving on their own. It's in there. I'm just going to separate it and see. So is it this? Yeah, see that, but it's showing up there. And it's not showing up there. Hmm. All right, so that's that. These goofy brackets. I'm half tempted to just remake them. I don't know what's going on with these brackets. So weird. Well, you know what? For now, we'll go without them. Just in the interest of time, because it's being difficult. Rotate that up. Whoop. It's cool. And I feel like the whole thing needs to be bigger. So let's do that. Yeah, like that. And then we also need to cut into it for the legs, or for the feet rather. Validate that. I don't know if it's going to do it. Let's see. Validate that. Because now I don't have as many pieces, which is kind of nice. So if I go to trim this, what is it going to do? Like I want to trim leg buckets. And I say here. Ugh, it's already giving me a hard time. Yeah. I just do a trim of all that info. Is that going to work? Kinda. It kind of worked. It didn't trim that though. So let me try that again. I think it's a matter of taking that and merging. That's it. We're going to merge these. And now when I cut it, relabel that. It's been a while since I've had to do this. Now when I cut it, when I trim it, yeah, it should also cut that. That's not bad. There we go. All right, so that worked. Okay. Let me turn this back. And I think if I rotate that, whoop, these two should be merged as well. There we go. And whoop, are these? Oh, okay. Put that up. I like them longer legged. These down instead. Yeah, much better. Feels better. Maybe even more. There we go. That's not half bad. Okay. And take that out a little bit. There. Okay, leg wise, or I'm sorry, foot wise. I don't know. Let's see what we have to work with. Hmm. What if I tried one of these? I've never used this, but it is kind of interesting. I think I can change the subdivisions. Maybe it's the faces. Yeah. Hmm. I don't know if that's gonna work. I mean, I like the idea, whoop, of like a sharp edge there. How would I do that? I'm gonna get rid of that. I don't like that. Maybe just a square and then the corner. You know what? Let's do a cone. Yeah, I think that's probably the best bet. So we'll keep it super, super simple. Honestly, just like that isn't too bad. And then maybe warp it, or I'm sorry, move it. I'm thinking of a different program. I'm gonna validate that and see if that works. Drag. Whoop. I really don't want to complicate it this, you know? I think I can kind of get away with that. I'm going to scale that down slightly. Maybe mess with this. These can maneuver. There we go. Yeah, I kind of dig that. That's not too bad. I mean, as an overall, right? I mean, it doesn't have the creased edge, but I'm okay with that for what it is. I mean, I can, let's bump that up a little. I might even be able to pinch it once I crease it. Let's see. You know, if you do that, yeah, I feel like that helps even. Detail wise, cool. So where are we at? 55 minutes. Do we want to continue today? Or should I do a whole nother video? Because we still have to do the axe and a lot of this detail kind of stuff and the posing. Um, you know what? We're gonna keep going. We're gonna do some more of this concept stuff, and then we'll do another video for the fine tuning of the posing and all that stuff. So let's these need moved. We'll keep going a little bit. Not much more though today. So we need to do something for like the tape that's holding that on. That can be a box. I don't like videos to go like crazy long because nobody watches them anyways. But um, I find when I start doing videos that are longer than an hour, I start to lose focus on doing all this stuff. It's like, and I just kind of go through it to get it to a point where it's like, okay, that looks good enough. I can be done for now, or done with the model rather. Whereas if I do them, if I keep them short enough, like to an hour, I'm motivated then for the next video to finish it. Validate that. Yeah, I like that. And then that can just be, you know, tape, I guess. Maybe I hate to do like that silver duct tape because it's just gonna blend in. That's actually not bad. We did that. Yeah, that works. All right. So he's got these like, why is that shouldn't be in a mirror? I need to get all this stuff labeled. Excuse me. Um, let's do creases here. What's that look like? Bump that up. I wonder if I could do that with a stamp of some kind. Do I have anything? I could make something, but I would prefer to just. What's this do? That's kind of interesting. You know, just like an interesting pattern. It doesn't necessarily have to be. Oh, that's kind of neat. Let's play around with this. Or do I have something where it's just like a line? No, not really. What if you turn that off? There we go. Or should I just crease it? Ugh. Trying to get it straight. There. Close enough. Smooth that. Smooth. This should be bumped in. Okay. Um, I don't know. I'm gonna go back to stamp. I want to take another look, see if I have anything. Even that's kind of cool. I like that. Something super simple, you know? Let's do it from the front. Trying to get it to line up. I wish there was a way, and maybe there is, I just don't know it. What's that? Ooh, I like that. There we go. Wish there was a way that you, when you do this stamp tool, and maybe there is, I just don't know it, to when you pull it out, it locks it down to a degree, so I'm not all over the place. Like it could do a 90-degree increment. Is that maybe snap radius? Let's try it. I'm just going to try it on something quick here. We'll kind of mimic that and see. Whoop, wait. Don't know if that's going to work. It'd be cool if it did. Now, see. I wonder what that would be called. If anybody knows, please tell me in the comments. I would love to learn how to do that. I don't know. It's got to be a setting in here, right? Maybe lock radius? No. Maybe you can't do it. I don't know. I'm just looking quick to see if there's anything that makes sense. I think so. I like the look of that though. That's cool. Okay. So that's that. Let's do, what do we want to do? I don't know what I want to do. We could do, oh, this little bit here, and then maybe we'll call it for today. So let's add that. That could be, do we want to just clone this? I don't know. No. I feel like that's not working. I could validate that and then just, no, I don't want to do that either. I was going to say validate it, mask it, pull it out. Well, you know what? Yeah, why not? Let's try that. I could do that. Mask. Oh, these, what is going on? Why? I don't know why I have a repeat. I shouldn't have a repeat. That's weird. If anything, it should be a mirror. Not a repeat. Okay. Very odd. I'm going to pull it even out of that. I'm going to give it, yeah, see, like it's, so what is this? Delete that. Then go to legs. Okay. Now I'm going to add a mirror. Yeah. And I'm going to validate the legs. I think. What is this? So strange. Huh. Are these not? I must have validated them already. Okay. That's fine. What are these set at? Okay, we need to bump them up. Okay. Before I do that, I always forget. Okay. Ugh. As you can tell, I have not sculpted as often as I would like recently. My work life has kind of gotten in the way, which is okay. You know, that's fine. Selection mask, rectangle, unmask. Oop, what? Okay. Now let's see if I can clean. Oh, I gotta get that back. Let's see how well that cleans up. So we'll go face group, pick a color here. It's fine. That. And then clear that mask and relax this. Maybe. Yeah. Get that all nice and somewhat even. And then I'm going to mask via face group that. Now when I go up here, kick that out just a little bit. There we go. Extract that. Not too much. Let's try that. Yeah, see, I think my legs are too thick. It might be too thick. That's okay. This is what we'll do. We will select that. We'll go through with this. And then I think what I'll do is scale these down. There. Let's clear that mask. Maybe. There. What is this? Is this part of that? It is part of that. Oh, that's cool. How did I do that? I don't even know how I did that, but I like it. I'm gonna go with that. Kind of neat. I don't know what I did, but it's cool. I'm gonna get rid of this mesh extension. It's fine. Let's see. Can I? Yeah, just a little bit. Cool with that. And then I'm just gonna crease these, I think. And maybe let's try 8. Oh, what did I do wrong? Hmm. Should be doing that around that. It's not. Let's see. What am I doing wrong? World, local. Turn that off. Oh, that's why. I think I didn't have it on because I wasn't paying attention. 8. Turn off. Do it. It's mess it up. Oh, no, local. Enabled. I don't know. I don't know. We're just going to do it one by one. Sure, there's a way to do it. Okay. And then we can. Ooh, see, it's doing weird stuff. Weird. Crease around that. Very odd. Okay, I'm cool with that. All right, so I think we're at what? An hour and 13. I'm going to call it for today. But we're getting there. It's not too bad, all things considered. So, let's take a quick spin. Yeah, I kind of like it. There's some things, I need to change here and there. I don't know why it's doing that. We'll figure it out. All right, so that's going to do it for today, guys. Thanks for watching as always. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next week, hopefully. Take care.